Let's try this again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an announcement video for the channel. Now, this announcement video is just to say that the next 15 episodes of the Scarborough Athletic Challenge have been recorded. Now, the first thing I have to point out is the way they were recorded. They were recorded in one long 10-hour recording session that took place yesterday between 10 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. Last night. That's 10 hours excluding breaks, so 10 consecutive hours of recording, which has given us 15 45-minute episodes. The second thing I'd like to point out is that the episodes are just going to follow on from each other. Now, from the second episode onward, there will be no prior introduction to the episode like there normally is on my other videos. The reason being is I wanted to do a batch recording session to get up to speed and to make sure I had episodes covered for a fair bit, given that I hadn't uploaded any content for that series, as it turns out, barring one episode. I have now got episodes for at least the next 2 to 3 months batch recorded for that series. I am going to put the first episode up tomorrow morning, and episodes will go up every 4 or 5 days, or 3 or 4 days even, from that episode over the next 2 to 3 months. So by the time I put up the 15th episode, users will be caught up to where we are in the TSAC save. So the way I've done this as well is I've actually got rid of the 10-hour recording session that I did and split the but before getting rid of it, I split the recording into 15 separate videos around about the 45-minute mark, between 25 and 45 minutes long. So I do still have all the footage, even though I've deleted the full recording session that we had yesterday. That has now been removed from the computer, and that had totaled 173 gigabytes. All I need to do now is compress the files using Power Director, reproduce them, and then they're able to go up to YouTube at decent sizes instead of 13 gigs as they currently are now. They should be around 2 to 3 gig tops, so it won't take too long to enable us to put videos up. But this announcement needs to be made first so that users are aware exactly what's happening and exactly why it will happen as well. This announcement is being recorded in WAV file format so that I can put it into a Cyberlink Power Director 365 production first, using a PowerSoft streaming audio recorder. So, but that brings this announcement video to an end regarding the series, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, thank you for your support and thanks for watching. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next episode of the Scarborough Athletic Challenge here on YouTube. Now, join us at the beginning of a under-18s game for York City, and the reason I'm watching these is that I'm trying to see on a basis how York City are going to be performing at youth level. Now the reason I want to do this is that we actually want the Scarborough Athletic Challenge to become a bit more competitive, and the reason we want it to be more competitive is we want to see more North Yorkshire sides similar to the save that I'm doing for the North Yorkshire save. We want to see more of these sides start to win competitions and share the competitions around. We're trying to make North Yorkshire the powerhouse of Football Manager, certainly in this save anyway, and the North Yorkshire save which I'm doing. So this is why I'm watching these games. I'm trying to see how good youngsters are at the various different North Yorkshire clubs. So this is why we're watching York City take on SL Benfica, and we've actually just beaten them in the Carabao Cup final, because I repeated that fixture off recording, having already recorded it in the last episode that still hasn't gone up to YouTube yet. So here we go, here's the next one after that, and we're actually back up to where we should have been as York City take a 2-1 lead. They did start very well, they took a 1-0 lead, but then were pegged back, and now it's 2-1 to York City. Ben Cronker with the goal there. He's come through the York City Academy, and oops, I didn't time it in time. He's come through the York City Academy, and he's looking very good indeed. And actually in 3, but wasn't taken. You can see in the other fixtures, it's Arsenal 0, Rangers 2, McDonald and McCarthy. I have done some other clubs as well. I have pushed some other clubs to be more competitive as well, Rangers being one of them, so that we can get some Scottish coefficient improvements. All these things will help towards coefficient improvements, and will give leagues various different European places and whatever. So that's why I'm doing it as well, just for something different. You can see in the other fixtures, it's AS Monaco 0, Ajax under 18s 1, it's Feyenoord 0, Scarborough Athletic under 18s 0. You can see I'm not in charge of the under 18s at under 18 level, so I might as well go watch somebody else, whilst the under 18 manager takes charge of them and they're still level. Juventus lead by a goal to 0, and you can see that in our game we lead. The game that we're watching, York lead by 2 goals to 1. Taking the lead through Callum Doris, and then being pegged back by Paul Heta for Benfica, and then Ben Cronker just giving them a 2-1 lead. You can see that Juventus lead through Perna after 7 minutes. I will have a look at him and see how he is. Is he going to be a good player? Well, certainly at this level he is. I don't know whether he's going to... No, he's not going to cut it at Juventus, so he's going to be moved on from there. He's only got potential at 92, but at the moment, I'm just actually wondering whether I should give him the more potential. Yeah, you can see Raul Paez, the goal scorer for Benfica. Yeah, but I might give Pernat more of a Juventus looking potential, to be honest. Yeah, because that does make sense. It doesn't make sense him going through there with that potential. So let's put him at more of the Juventus style potential. There he is, 168, and we'll put him at 123, which is gonna get him on the fringes of the Turin base club squad. Okay, so he should start improving, and so on. But you can see that he's done enough to give him a 1-0 lead against Shakhtar under 18. So we can see here, I am just gonna pick things up a little bit because I think it's showing extended. Oh, it's showing key, but it just seems to be a lot of highlights at the moment. It's 1-1 in Monaco. I will be doing a French save as well at some point, ladies and gentlemen. Probably towards the end of the game cycle, and possibly in towards the next game cycle, because unlike most channels, I will look to use games past game cycles. What I mean by that is I will look to use FM22 in 2023 for certain saves, as well as use FM23 for certain saves as well. Like the North Yorkshire Challenge is currently going on for FM22. I've intentions to run that past the game cycle and run it into FM23 as well. I know it'd be pretty straightforward to make up again, having seen eventually, having known now how to do it. It is pretty much straightforward to make again, but I would rather use the database that I've already created, so we will continue to use this game for that save, as well as use FM23 when it comes out for various other saves. So, but having said that, let's get back to the game. You can see York City have taken a 3-1 lead. I didn't see who the goal scorer was, but we'll find out in a minute, as Kronka has another attempt that goes wide, that is well saved. Here's the corner, well taken by Crespo. Now, who was that scored for York? We'll find out in a minute. After this replay, pretty good effort by Kronka, but it was straight at Crespo. It was... who was it? We'll find out in a minute. Kronka has a hat-trick. In fact, he doesn't. He has 2. So he scored the last one. Then Doris has 1. Paletti equalised. Then Kronka has given them a 3-1 lead with 2 goals. As we move into the second half, and Roberto Thomas has been brought on for Benfica. Unable to see whether Scarborough Athletic have taken the lead yet, so we'll get there result hopefully soon. I have depromoted Jenkins to the under 18s so that he can play in this game. Once we know whether they're in or out, I will put him into the relevant squad. As Ben Kronka does have a hat-trick now, and York City have a 4-1 lead. do have a... Now when Tulsa. Yeah, easy for Ben Kroenke. That's encouraging. If he's as good as that, that is encouraging. He's not missing a single thing. As I say, the point of this save is not just to make sure Scarborough Athletic can be successful in Europe. That was the initial premise, but now I've changed it slightly to try and make sure that the entirety or as many North Yorkshire based sides can also be successful in Europe. So this is what I'd like to see. It's 4 goals for Ben Kroenke now, and that is fantastic stuff. Here's Robertson. Lindorus. It's 6-1, and that was... I think it'd be offside this time, but that was a good finish by Karen Lindorus. Very straightforward. Great ball and great finish. Murray scored for Arsenal, apparently, so who's he? Jack Murray. I missed it. Just missed it. Okay. O'Hare. And Gavulo. Nolan. Watkins. Tulsa. Albans. Albans again. And this goes back to his keeper. Nolan. They're just keeping hold of the ball at the moment. Kroenke. Holmes. I think that was put wide. It was indeed. Another chance for York City. They're dominating proceedings at the moment. Oh, that's unlucky. Somebody at the post. I didn't see who it was, but that was unlucky. Jenkins scored twice for the under 18s. And he's in... Right, Murray. Missed it again, didn't I? York City under 18s have made a substitution. And it's Ben Kroenke again with his 5th of the game. And it is 6-1 this time. What a header that was. Yeah. Superb. Let me... Now I can pause it. Now I can look at Jack Murray. So what abilities he can have. Arsenal 2, Rangers 2. He's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So he's one of their bright spots. That's why he's scored a penalty against Rangers. Holmes. Saved by Crespo. Right. Jan Jones. So I want him pushed up to about 190. Yeah, I do, don't I? I want him pushing himself. Yeah, 173 is not going to cut it anymore. It's going to have to be about 194. We're going to be pushing him if nothing else for York. We're going to be pushing him if nobody else. So he's pretty good. He hasn't made an appearance yet for the senior side, but he will do eventually. And he's going to get even better. And Doris is already good. Robertson as well. They've been given a contract. Ross Robertson, who's now 184. Okay, he's good, right? Okay, so he has the ability, Ross Robertson. Doris, Bunker, 7-1. Easy stuff for York City. Bunker. Easy stuff. Well. Right. Constance, the Rangers have a 3-2 lead there against Arsenal. Holmes, oof, and it has gone in. It's Paul Reed, and it's gone in. It's 8-1 York City. Tell you something, that's very encouraging to see that. Very encouraging. And it's finished, and I think Arsenal have gone out of the... Yeah, they have. They've gone out to 3-2 to Rangers. That wasn't as intended. And Aaron Winnett, of course, is... Right, so if we make him around about 150... 152... We should have enough to get into the senior side sooner rather than later. And that encourages him to have a look at him. He's just over a wonder kid, which is exactly what they need to be. Right. There's Monaco, 2-all on pens. Up to the 8-1, and Pellegrini scoring for Juventus as well. Only in 3 minutes, so that's encouraging. Right. 73. Let's put you up to a Juventus level, excuse me. 159, that's better. So he's up there as well. And he can push himself. Milan on the 20s. Okay. It's fine. 7-6 on pens. Okay, so what? So we won't have to watch that again. So we can watch the rest of the games because we're not involved. I'm wondering when the next fixture is gonna be. Or do we make another manager so that we can watch him? I think so. I think we make another manager so we can watch Start Unemployed. So we can watch these. That's fine. Okay, so we've got another manager to be able to watch that. So he's gonna be once we Yeah, so I've decided we do need to have a second manager, so we're gonna. Right. When's that drawn? Do we know? So we went out of that, so that is what we need to do. We need to have a look at that. So I'm wondering if you can. That's what I want. Under 19 Champions Cup. Right, so the fixture list. Do we know what the fixture list is yet? York ratings against AS Monaco. Okay, we do want to see that, and that will be. Whoops, we don't want to see it with the other manager dots. Okay. Okay. Right, so pull him in. There's new 19 champs. New 19 Champions Cup. And he will go and see York City against AS Monaco. Right, he will attend that. Stage. Right, when's that? Current. Okay. Right, so Juventus will play Rangers. Okay. How are they doing? They do have plenty of good players. Fortunately, Malcolm Patience isn't one of them, but 139, let's put him up. He could make the difference. $139. They're already at 139, so that's good. Malcolm Patience. And RSA Scarborough. Doozy Milan. Uh, 169, 159. Okay. So Scottish under 18 league. Right, is anybody 6th of March? But they haven't had theirs yet. I'm assuming they haven't. Right, they probably haven't yet. So good. Let me just. Right, so you can see there plenty of Oxford Leicester. Cotton Jenner, okay. Right, what's his ability? Decent, okay. Cotton Jenner, right. See, you're gonna look at so Watford themselves comfortably in the Premier League. And Corn, okay. So he's a new gen, but Matamba is a new gen for the Democratic Republic of Congo. 122, that's pretty good. Be one of their better players. 122, he's not too bad. 162, right, okay. So he's got the potential. He's currently at 122. Good. So any other nations that done international cups, so get rid of that as well. Oh, there you go. That's international cup. So nobody's played anything yet. New gen. Let's move that across so that we can see that above caps. Okay. New gen. Yes. So Mark Cooper is a new gen for Watford from last year, and he's got the ability to be a wonder kid. 149. Okay, so they're up there. Right. So he's got the ability to be a wonder kid, so that's fine. Kenny Fennell. And I'm 127. Okay. Let's put him on 127 then. He's currently on loan for St Albans, I think it is. And how's he been doing for them? I am not looking for a job. Not what I'm here for. And down the 20s, Man City 4, Barcelona 0. Okay. I tell you what, let's see if we can jump. Right, this is not my manager, so what we'll do is we will join. Right, we're going to skip forward a month until the end of 1st of April. I don't think there's anything important next month. Sorry, dead on next month. So we're gonna get the next batch of trialists through, and basically bump out our trialist selection. We'll go on holiday there. That'll push us to there. So we'll miss the. We'll miss the Euro Cup second knockout round game, but we should be beat them anyway. But if we can't, we don't deserve to win through anyway. So that. Meet expectations in dominant win, that's fine. Gladys steals the show. 59-59. Okay, so it's pretty confident what we're doing at the moment. Farsi just outside. The weekly jobs update. Not that we're interested in finding a job. In fact, let's go on holiday until the next match that we're due to see. Right. Next match we're due to see, please. Thank you. It was March. Just trying to make some progress, ladies and gentlemen. Just move on. So we will be attending that game. As York City look to qualify for the semi-finals of the UEFA Youth League million game as the Under-19 Champions Cup. Unlucky indeed. 40 seconds in. Remember clears it away. He's Fawcett, Robertson, and Doris. Yeah, it should be a little bit faster than that. Okay, let's go. But then Doris with a fantastic finish. It's 1-0 York City. Oops, 2 point. It's 2 point. Down on that. There you go. LeBlanc, Mane, Segura, Legrand, Dinanga. Look at that. It's still 1-0 York. Right. Ian Fawcett. Is he a new one? I don't recognise him. Looks like he's come. Has he come through this year? 28. No, it came through in 28. So, has anybody come through this year yet? At York, right. What we should do is go to the overview. Go to the club and then go to overview and then see who's come through. Profile. Transfers. History, and it is what I'm looking for. Brought in, right. So Mike Taylor has been given a contract at a club. 29 to 30, okay. So he's been brought in, so what we want to see is him around about the 185. Right. That's fine, that's him done. So he's a midfielder. Leon Fletcher is a wing back. $189. $189. Right. Wing back Leon Fletcher. If I do 2 or 3 of these, that should be enough to get them to perform. But if I do all 7, they should eventually get into the senior squad. 190. Zero. Congolese, okay. Iraq. So 129. 78. 189. Right. There you go. So they've got about 5 youth prospects that are well in the ranks to come into the senior side. Very much so. That's what we want to see. Hopefully they're not going to get poached by bigger clubs, but if that's the case. Right, so 89, that's fine. So he's now good enough. Right, we should have a look at Whitby. Having said that, right, Whitby. Same thing for them. Check who they brought through this season. That's for history. Nobody's coming yet on youth for them. 28-29. Danny Dixon, Anthony Markland, Daniel Holmes, Powell, Ollie Cullen, and Stephanie Reeves. Okay. Anyway, they're coasting it. They, yeah. 27. Okay, so we've got a number of sides here. Right, I should have a look at Harrogate actually. Let's have a look at them. That's why we're on this game. Oops. Right, let's read Robertson. Dodds. It's just for Ross Robertson, that was easy. If you like, it's to New York City. Good save. But looks as if they're starting Closhaw. Easy to come through the ranks at York, and they're willing to start him in the youth league. That says something or other. This is what we want to see. Robertson. Yep, Johnny Coleshaw, there he is. Right. Yeah, look at him. Hasn't been done yet, but he looks like he's gonna be a good player. Right, what I wanna do is look at Harrogate. Because they're on Harrow 20th currently, so they are on their way to being safe, but they need a bit more than that if they're gonna get themselves up. So we're gonna need to give them the players to do so. So he's got. Now we don't want to push them too hard at this level. 139 will do. So he's now comfortably a championship level player. Want to set them to championship level so they don't just go and leave the club straight away. $138. 138, right. So he's decent. He's a defender who's got tons of things for them. Dan Freeman. He's a striker. I want to attack him. 62. 1-5. 1-4-5. 1-4-5. We've learnt that up to 150 is classed as championship. We don't want them to be too high. We want them to be very high championship.